Yes, we are live. Welcome to In the Car with Star. I'm already confusing you. I'm 5 seconds into this. As you can see, I'm not in my car. I tend not to live in my car. I try to get out of it as much as I can. But this whole kind of podcast concept began with me in my car because there were things I needed to get off my chest, so to speak. But we occasionally expand outside of the realm of In the Car with Star, and we bring you into In the Car with Star, the home edition with Erica from Custom Culture Designs. And we've got a special little project I want to talk to you all about, show you exactly what she does. But right off the hop, Erica, thanks so much for taking the time. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
Talk to me a little bit. Let's get going with what you're doing in particular. Wearable. I want to start with wearable art. Like it sounds like fragile to me when I think about that. I'm like, oh, it's super cool. I want to have it. I want to show it to my friends. I want to display it in my house. Do I want to wear it? Maybe I do, but I don't want to wash it. Walk me off the ledge a little bit.
So the great part of what we do is actually everything is hand painted. It's custom art directly done on shoes. And the best part is that all the materials are super durable. They're waterproof, they're scratch proof. So there's no fear in wearing your custom art, whether it's your favorite sports team logo, whether it's a personal design, and it really becomes part of the shoe. So there's no fear in wearing your wearable art.
And like, talk to me. Like I'm gonna unveil like
Mhm.
some Air Force Ones in a second. But like, is it beyond shoes? Is it beyond shoes? Is it like when I ask wearable art, I think about garments, shoes certainly, but like anything else.
So I think what I've realized is there was a huge gap in the market, a lot with merch and even fashion. You can find custom hoodies, caps, that we'll find in any merch store. But there was a real gap when it came to custom shoes. So that's what we do best. That's what we kind of focus in right now. And the goal is to really expand that. And we want to walk into merch stores now and see custom shoes. We don't just want to see the hoodies. We want to add something really unique that people can have in their wardrobe beyond what's available in the mainstream market.
And it's a great point. And like you can see Eric on our screen, her handle on Instagram, where you can, check out her page on Instagram. You can order through DMs and stuff like that. We'll talk about the turnaround time and other options and stuff like that, and the wearable art as we talked about already. But like, I'm an avid golfer, right? And like I'm a bit of a shoe snob. On my Instagram, you'll see I did a quick little video of my locker, and people were talking about my insane golf shoe collection. And I actually took time to design some of my own golf shoes that fine, call me out to go with some of my golf outfits
Mhm.
when I'm out there. Have you seen like a big bump in that people are actually taking the time? They want it more personalized, less mainstream off the rack, more me, and this is who I am.
Of course, 100%. Nowadays you go out and everyone's wearing the same shoes, the same merch, the same thing. So there's a really big need for shoes that, or any kind of apparel that lets you express your individuality and differentiate you from the group and the mainstream culture. So there's a huge push towards that. And it definitely fills the individual need we have to stand out and all these great things that you can have from, promotional items on your shoes. I've done branded work for businesses. I've done things for the super fans, from the biggest super fan to the father trying to train his 2-year-old to become a Seahawks fan. So there's everything. There's fashion, and it's a really great way to kind of fill that gap.
So let's talk about it for a second because I actually have something to show you today. Here it is. This is the Nike Air Force One custom shoe, and like there is like we can't ignore there is some competition out there, but I want to talk what separates you from everybody else, okay? Because I think you're going to see what I mean, right? So it's like the standard Nike box shoe. I have a million of them. You have a million of them, right?
I definitely do.
But this is where it gets different. This is where it gets a little bit different. You see the quality, what I'm talking about here? Like, yeah, so I sent some stuff over to Erica and it quickly got done. You can see the signature, but you see like the detail in the blue on the outline of the swoosh with the high definition of the red. And then look at this bad mammoth jamma. Like this is not like, it's like 1080p. This is like HD 8K, 16K that's not even out there. I mean, like I've looked around, I've seen others, I've had custom stuff done. I've had stuff done for my dog because I'm one of those crazy dog guys, right? But like the quality and the attention to detail here, like this is painstaking. This doesn't happen overnight, right?
It's a long process. It's hard work, but I think it's really great. And the quality is what you're going to realize is it's going to last. It's going to last like any other products and even longer. It really becomes part of the shoe, the artwork.
And like, so what's the process? Talk me through this. So like, somebody at home, somebody watching us right now, said my kid's gonna love this, or my husband or my wife's gonna love this, or you can put, whether it's In the Car with Star podcast logos, you can put a picture of your dog, you can put a picture of the Chicago Bears, your favorite NFL team, right? Like, so walk me through the process. Somebody goes on your Instagram page, hits you up on the DM. What happens next?
So it's super easy. You can go two routes. Either you can choose something custom that's already been done on my page, or send me an image of what you'd like. And then the other option would be to send me inspiration and I create a custom sketch for you. So everything is done custom A to Z. And the great part is that I supply the shoe. So it's really easy process for the client. There's no hassle. Once the design has been finalized and confirmed, everything is hand painted. We use really the best quality materials. Like I said earlier, it's durable, it's waterproof, it's scratch resistant. And all in all, the turnaround time could take about 2 to 3 weeks.
And you're based here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, clearly, but you ship internationally, obviously, and getting through the turnaround. So how'd you get started in this? I mean, sounds like you have. Can I make this conclusion here? It's not like we didn't pre-interview or anything, but like I want to assume you have a pretty extensive art background here. I mean, this is the quality and the precision is tight.
Thank you. And I do actually. That's what kind of got me into it. So actually in the beginning of COVID, I've always been very artistic, but I've never really monopolized any of it or turned it into a business. And what happened was I had a best friend come to me that she needed a gift for her brother. And her brother is the biggest Seahawks super fan you have ever met. He has every piece of merch, every cap, every phone case. And she wanted to really try to find him something unique, but there was really nothing on the market. So she came to me with a proposition. She said, I'm going to bring you a pair of shoes. Can you try to do some custom artwork on it for me? I know he would really appreciate it. So I said I would give it a try. And from there, it just totally took off. He was getting compliments walking down the street. So many people were asking him where he got them. And I ended up getting tons of referrals. And from then I've expanded into children's shoes. I've expanded into bridal, into promotional, into really anything you can imagine.
Well, I like what you had said earlier in terms of like the corporate angle to this. I'm running a charity golf tournament September 11th. This would be like the perfect type of, we're doing like a gift bag kind of thing. So all our players come, they're greeted immediately with a nice little gift bag. We have some nice quality gifts in there and stuff like that. So like from that kind of perspective, that kind of angle. And is there other stuff? Like what's your connection to the sports world? Obviously other than your friend's boyfriend who's the mega super fan from the Seattle Seahawks, what's your connection to the sports world?
I've done a lot of actually recreational and school teams recently. So there's a huge push when it's coming to that because, like I mentioned earlier, everyone has the hoodie, everyone has the t-shirt. But when you're a traveling team, especially you're going to competitions, you have games, you have tournaments, it's great to have that extra kind of something special to represent your team. And I've gotten a lot from a lot of schools in the US. I've done stuff for the Northeastern Huskies, for the 76ers, for the Habs, even a lot of local teams. And it's really that push towards that extra representation for the team that's unique. They step into the arena or they step onto the field and everyone sees their shoes and it's great.
Like who? Like Cole Caulfield? What does he have? Size 5 feet? Like
I would assume something close.
Hey, how dare you? Bite your tongue. He's a future superstar. What's wrong with you?
Very lucky on the team.
What'd you do for the Canadians? Tell me.
I've done a lot of fan work. I'm sending a couple pairs to some players on the team as well.
Ooh.
So definitely busy there. We have Alouettes training camp coming up. So
Yep.
We'll be looking into doing some work there also. It's really great. And there's also the sports team aspect that I do for the actual like local teams, the rec teams, the varsity teams.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot of also super fans. That's the biggest one. So we were featured recently on the Seattle Seahawks Canada page.
Nice.
And we got some reposts. It was really great. A lot of orders from that. And it's really super fans that just want to go the extra mile and love that rep.
So you're still like, is this Steve Jobs here? Like you working out of your garage? You have a team? What's going on behind the scenes, Erica?
So right now I am the head artist and I'm the founder, but I am lucky to have 2 artists working under me as well. So we have expanded. It's been 3 years now. We have expanded. It is going well. Started off in an office in the house. And now I've rented a space and it's going really well.
That's awesome. Congrats. I mean, because is that a concern? Like, how do you manage that? Like the delicacy, I suppose, of the detail, the attention to detail, the precision, the quality control. We're in the business to make money. You're in the business to expand, obviously, to be an entrepreneur, to be your own business person, but also maintaining the quality that makes the separation. That seems like a challenge.
Definitely is. And also my business is my baby. So very
Right.
giving up control in the beginning, but I have two great artists that work under me. They work for me, and I have a lot of trust in them. They're very good at what they do. If it's a bigger project, I like to take it on, but at the end of the day, there's always quality controls, and I'm checking in on through the sketch, through the final process, making sure everything is great. And because we have such a great process in terms of creating a sketch, making sure the customer is happy and the process is easy from day one, it's
Yeah.
very easy to make sure that we're putting out a great product.
Any other designs like on the top of your like that you're looking forward to maybe challenging taking on one day? Like, is there something like some sort of cool concept, or maybe you yourself a super fan of a team, hoping that they come knocking on the door, giving you a little business?
I think the goal in general is that you want to walk, for me at least, I'd love to walk into a merch store and see some custom shoes available. I want to see the expansion of that basic product line into something more unique and that will set us more apart. So definitely that's one of the big things. And I love doing also fashion work. So I've done like crazy artwork on shoes. I've done cartoons. I've done Alec Monopoly work. He's a great artist. I've done Tom and Jerry cartoons, anything you can think of. I've even done a marriage proposal actually.
How did that come about? What do you mean a marriage proposal? What is that? What do you mean?
Yeah, so I had a great client actually sort a couple of pair of shoes for me. He proposed to his wife, giving her a pair of shoes that had their special nickname on it and all their stuff. It was really great. I think that was my best one.
Yeah, for sure. I would say that's gonna be difficult to top. Maybe it'll be down the road. Who knows? We get a little personal, but no, it's awesome. Such a cool concept. Love supporting local. Obviously, I mean, it was such a big thing. 2 years ago, COVID and the heat of it all. Like, I get it. We're staying home, dealing with all the BS and whatever, trying to help people, support people, making sure no one's kind of left behind, so to speak. And I don't think we've lost it, but I want to, it's okay to remind people that there's local artists such as yourself, Erica, doing some pretty cool stuff, and like, it's local. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's great. And I felt a lot of support from the community, family, friends. I have honestly the best clients because they always support me, even without me having to ask. They share. It's a lot of great word of mouth that really keeps it going.
I mean, is there like, obviously, like with the Air Force One we had done for In the Car with Star and stuff like that. I mean, is there a bit of a tug of war if I come to you and say, oh, I want this and that pattern? You're like, oh, it may not look the best. You know what I mean? Is there only so much room on this canvas, or is it unlimited?
Yeah. So listen, there definitely is select amount of space, and I'll always give my input to what the client wants. But something that I love, it's a personal trait. I love pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So if a client comes to me with something and I'm not sure, I'll try my best to accommodate it. I'll push and I'll try to make sure it gets done. And you know what? It usually does always come out great. And the best part is it's not only limited to Air Force Ones. So you can have Vans, Converse, Jordans, even non-leather shoes, which are like the canvas. We can also customize that. It's really, the possibilities are really endless.
Fantastic. How can people what's the best way people to get in touch? Thanks for watching. And again, it's the best way to get in touch. It's a short turnaround time, 2 to 3 weeks. Erica told us already. So like, there's no reason to procrastinate. How can they get a hold of you?
So the best way is to send me a direct message at my Instagram account, which is at Custom Culture Designs.
Fantastic. Erica from Custom Culture Designs at Instagram. You can go into the DM business. Thank you so much, Erica. Appreciate the time, and good luck. Looking forward to all your future projects.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Sean.